Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to Blackheart's Bay. Before we do anything else, let's grab this monkey real quick because I do like an additional 100 gold. 100 gold is good. We just gotta, you know, right click on it though. Gotta stay close, gotta stay close. Today, we're gonna be playing a match with Artanis. Artanis obviously the hero from the StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void storyline. Awesome dude, really like that guy in the lore of StarCraft, and he's actually a pretty cool hero to play as well in the game itself, in Heroes of the Storm. So I'm gonna be starting off with the Reactive Parry. In this video I'm gonna try and simply play a really fun game and hopefully, you know, win some good ones. But I'm also gonna try my very best to explain the abilities that we got, to go over the talent selection, and in general to give you some tips when playing this dude. Now the mount that I've selected, very important on Artanis, is the Void Seeker. I mean, how can you play Artanis and, you know, not have the Void Seeker if you are playing him, obviously, right? I mean, gotta play StarCraft. It's a good game. But anyways, so, basic understanding of this hero. Real quick, too long, didn't want to watch this video. Understanding of this dude. Artanis becomes more sustainable if he is below 50% health. If he's at lower amounts of health, his passive trait will basically trigger, and what will happen is he will get additional shielding every 20 seconds by default. Now the most important thing to realize about that is that every single time I use a basic attack while the cooldown of my trait is up, it reduces the cooldown, or use a basic attack while the cooldown is up, it reduces the cooldown. Oh my god. Nice. By oh my god, Lowko, don't die. By 4 seconds with every single basic attack. And one of the skills that I got is going to be the W one. And the W is basically it's called reactive, or like it's called twin blades. You got a skill for it called the Reactive Parry, and they will count as basic attacks as well. So since it will do a bunch of extra damage. Oh, come on. Oh, sadly we didn't quite get him. There is a lot of low HP heroes here. Oh, come on. Get him! Oh, I'm so low. I am so stupidly low. We gotta get out of there. Whew. Alright, so far so good. But every single time I use a basic attack, my trait triggers, and it reduces the cooldown of it, right? And every single time I'm below 50% health, I will gain an additional shielding when I take damage, which is huge. Now, with that obviously comes two things. First off, we become more powerful the longer the game goes on, right? Because if I'm below 50% health at level 20, I will be significantly more sustainable, relatively speaking, compared to level 1. Normally, this hero becomes more powerful, especially past like level 13, level 16 or so. And early on, he is actually relatively weak. I wouldn't really call him an early game powerful hero whatsoever. Now, as far as like the warrior aspect of it goes, I mean, I am considered a warrior here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Templar Zeal. I am considered a warrior here. The thing is that I am more of a warrior such as Sonya, such as this girl right here. I do a lot of damage, and I'm super powerful and whatnot, and I can definitely top the damage meters if spec'd correctly, but most of the time, you're not gonna be a tank such as Muradin. You're not gonna be a tank such as Diablo. But you're more of like gonna be like a brawler, right? You sustain a lot of damage, you deal a lot of damage as well. But it's not like you specialize in one or two. Now, I do kind of want to turn in here, but I guess we should just go ahead and grab some more experience our way instead. Now, as far as the Q abilities go, I basically go ahead and activate it, and it is like a little skill shot in a line. And what happens is everyone that is, you know, caught within that line will get damage dealt to. And the first wave that I go there, so like the first dash forward, will deal a little bit of damage, and on the way home, I actually deal triple the amount of damage as well. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of like cool little mechanics that you can do with that as well. I have no way of canceling this ability, so it's not like I can use it for an escape, and it's also not like you're in an invulnerable state while that is going on. So basically, it's still gonna, you know, be able to get, for example, stunned while you're on the opposite end, and you will be able to basically get wrecked with at that point. Gotta be a little careful, because I am low in health. Alright, let's try and get it. So that's the basic understanding. As far as the E ability goes, I basically throw this thing in a skill shot forward, and if I manage to hit an enemy with it, we will basically switch position, and it can only be hit to a enemy hero. So those are the basic abilities of him, but generally speaking, the lower I am in HP, the more powerful I become, and you know, at least as long as I'm below 50%, and also early game, I don't really shine. It's late game where I do become more powerful. Now, I'm going to be focusing on mostly like a a damage or like a tank focus build. Since we obviously got a Sonya. Sonya's never really gonna focus on damage. She's usually gonna be focusing on more of like or she's never really gonna be focusing on tanking. She's always gonna be really focusing on dealing damage instead. And because we do need a dedicated tank, I am gonna be that guy. Now, it's gonna be my goal, especially later on, to sustain as much damage as possible. Early on though, I'm not gonna be able to sustain very much because, like I mentioned, obviously you get more powerful the longer the game goes on. I think I've pointed that out by now. Alright, so as far as the talent selection goes, ooh, gotta get ya. Gotta get ya. Well, that's a 3v2. We don't really want to fight 3v2. Be gone. Be gone, pest. Sadly, they did just manage to grab enough doubloons there to get the first turn in their favor. Which is a little unfortunate for us. I'm super low though. I don't really want to fight them here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drink from the fountain. As far as the talent selection goes, first one is basically gonna help me out to get more out of my W ability. And that W ability, once again, is gonna trigger a whole lot. Nice. Do get a kill there. He got a little cheeky. Ooh, get him! Oh, sadly we don't have our ultimates yet. Definitely would have easily been able to get her with the napalm strike. Not quite though. Li Ming can be so annoying. But yeah, you can see like the cooldown is quite significant here. First talent will allow me to get a little bit more out of my W ability. And the second and third talent that I pick basically make it so that I can use my my Q ability more often when I'm in a lower amount of health. And then it will basically just reduce the cooldown of that. And then also, oh, just get more value out of it to begin with. Ah, that was real sad there. Lowko, you're almost there. You're almost there. Get him! Get him! Good. Woo! Alright. Yeah, this Abathur is being real annoying, putting up those mines everywhere. Did manage to cancel him there, but we're gonna have to run. Can't really fight this in a 2v or a 3v2. Tanking up some of these things. That Abathur is being real annoying though. Well done by him. That's Abathur's task basically, right? To be annoying. Sadly, they did manage to even up the slight advantage that we had earlier on into the game. And they are level 10 before us. Man, Abathur, stop that. Stop doing that. Such a long-ass stun as well. Gotcha. Alright. Gonna go ahead and pick a Purifier Beam. Purifier Beam basically means that I can call down a so-called beam that purifies the enemies, and it's basically like it's a beam that I throw down from the sky, so I can cast it at any range that I would like. I could cast it right now, for example, at any of these dudes. And what would happen is the Purifier Beam will force them away. It's mostly used to obviously deal damage, because the beam does do damage, but it also chases down enemies for a limited amount of time. You'll see it in a second. It makes it you know, much easier to explain it, but it's basically used to disrupt teams, and if used or if played against incorrectly, it will be able to basically just win you the team fight. But most of the time people are just gonna split off when they notice that that is going to be the case. It's great to put on like low HP melee heroes, such as, for example, like, you know, first one that comes to mind is like Thrall, Illidan, for example, those dudes. But I'm probably gonna cast it on maybe Greymane. Greymane is probably a good option here. Yeah, normally you can get quite a lot of value out of that ult as well. Cooldown on it is relatively long. Well, we'll weaken up these dudes if we can. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. I activated it on Greymane there. Greymane shoot for... Oh, come on, Greymane. That's not fair. Oh! Nice one. Nice one. Whew. Tried getting her too. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. That did cost 2 ults, but hey, it looked fancy. Ideally, we do want to start turning in now. Okay, so here we are below level 10. Or below 50% health. Oh, could have sworn I had that one, but nice move there by the Sonya player. Okay. I got enough here to turn in. Don't want to get hammered. Don't get hammered, Lowko. Like in general, but also not in game. I do want to have some help there if possible. Sergeant Hammer is on the way, but nothing else. They're just gonna keep on shooting those fireballs. Don't really want to chase him too far. I got 6 doubloons on me right now. It's too much to give up. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead here and pick the phase Bulwark, which will allow me to be more tanky. This is really where the tanking talents start picking up. Okay. Okay, nice bit of splash damage there. Whew. Close enough. I'm super low in HP though. Okay, I'll let him turn in. He's got enough for a turn in as well. Ideally, I'd get out of here, but since we're here now anyway, nope, should have gotten out. Should have gone out. I wanted to see if I could maybe push that damage a little more and we could be able to win that team fight, but sadly that was going to be a 2v1. We did manage to turn in there, but I gave him 5 doubloons, so that was definitely a misplay on my end. Oh, wow! Ha! That was pretty cool as well. She actually did manage to pick up that kill there, just in the nick of time. Whew! Close enough there. This fort is about to fall as well. Murky has been doing a lot of work. Hopefully he will start joining the team fight soon, as soon as he clicks or picks up that fort. But this is looking rather okay. So hero damage wise, particularly early on, you're not gonna be that amazing. But so far it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Now at level 13, I went for the phase Bulwark there. That basically makes it so that my trait now also works against ability damage. So I will get more shielding done from that as well, which helps out a lot against pretty much their entire team. I mean, pretty much all of their dudes are doing a lot. Hey, this looks like they're muted. Their gray main can't talk apparently. Okay, he did pick up the fort. Murky, can you join team fights from now? I'm not being in a mean. I'm not saying it in a mean way. I hope he doesn't get it in that way either. Because you know, you can obviously stay on and keep on pushing here, but it's not really ideal. Ooh, here we go. I guess he's focused purely on ability, or like on laning. Okay, here we go. He's coming in. That's good. I'm super low in HP though. Don't really want to be here. I don't think I should be here either. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna have to run here. Sadly, not quite getting enough. So much slowing, but not quite enough damage to really pick them off. And sadly, we also managed to lose a bunch of their stuff. Oh, get him! Do that. Nice one. Alright, let's go ahead and pick the shield search here as well. Basically, it grants me like a burst amount of shields, which is quite nice. Displaying full-on sustain here. Full-on, like, you know, making sure that we die as little as possible. He is forced to use the Mighty Gust there, but they managed to turn in once again. So far, it's level 16.5 versus level 16.5. This could still definitely go either way. But it's not quite where we want it to be at. Let me grab those doubloons real quick. See if we can do some more fighting here. Because of Murky though, we are in a pretty good spot here. Because, I mean, even though it's obviously that they are slightly ahead here, they've been able to turn in a whole lot more times. We have a lot more potential here as well to turn in later on into the game and to also keep on pushing onwards with the shots. I mean, the shots right now, because we killed up the bottom fort and the middle one as well, you know, everything is looking pretty alright. Oh man, that's a messy fight. That is a messy fight. Trying to activate all of my abilities there, but didn't quite do enough. Did not quite do enough. That was looking pretty good though. Oh my god, can he get out? I don't think he can get out. Is he gonna get out? No! I guess you should just run. Guess you should just run. Alright, good. Nice uses right there by the team. You can see though, like basically the idea is, right, if I'm in the middle of a fight, beautiful moves there actually by Sonya, very well done. I think he got the kill, yeah. If we're in the middle of a fight, right, I need to make sure I keep on spamming my abilities because I don't have a disengage. I have no way of really getting out of trouble other than my Q and hope I get stunned or whatever on the other end, but that doesn't really happen, right? I need to make sure I keep on dashing onwards to try and keep the enemy at bay that way and just trigger as many of the shield overloads as I can. Otherwise, I don't really have all that much. Otherwise, I can't really do all that much. Now, I'm assuming here that there is going to be an Abathur somewhere over in this area, because there keep being a lot of, like, these things. I did get him there, but sadly, I did manage to get him down there. Good. Okay. Whew. I keep seeing these little locusts trying to get past. Had to hit my E ability on them, but we did manage to clean them up, so that's quite nice. All right. Gonna head back into that fight. That is most likely gonna be happening here shortly. We don't have all that many doubloons actually at the moment, but oh man, they're throwing so many cocktails at me. Gilnean cocktails, my favorite. Okay, so that's that disruption right there in the team fight, right? It's a lot of extra stuff that we get out of that. Only really alive because of my shield. Okay, time to back up. Time to get back up. Very good. I am not able to get back in there though. Oh, do get another pick off there. I'm gonna go with the Force of Will, which just reduces the base cooldown of the ability to 14 seconds rather than 20. And we are starting to fire at their force. So far, extremely close game though. We are starting to fire at their keeps too, I mean. And that's very good for us. Okay, head him back into battle. Alright. I'm gonna head towards the bottom camp here. Should be good for us. Oh my god, sick. Very well done. By Li Ming. Getting in a stupid amount of damage. Quick tip, by the way, if you're cleaning up these camps, make sure to cut the caster first. They always do a little more damage, or at least they... So I've been told in the alpha version of this game. But it's pretty obvious that they do a lot of extra damage. And it just makes cleaning up the camp slightly easier. So yeah, the Q ability deals triple amounts of damage on the way home, which is quite nice. I'm in a bit of a vulnerable stage right now though, because I have no idea where they are currently located. Let me mount up. Let me mount up. Get out of here. Alright, so right now I'm as sustainable as it possibly can be. Right now I basically can't really die as long as I don't take stupid engagements. Obviously, I still have to make sure I, you know, don't take too much damage here, because I can still easily fall. But I mean, technically speaking, in any one-on-one engagement, in like any duel, there's no way I'm gonna fall. As long as I'm spamming my abilities and I'm managing to hit them. If you're up against a Kilthus, that plan can change rather quickly, but... Okay. Cleaning up as much of those dudes as possible. And it looks like we've managed to clean it up. Good. Trying to get over to her, if you can, but... Siege tank is over there currently. We should probably try and group up soon. Alright, I'll just go ahead and turn in. Big pusher at the top. He's over there. He's over there. Very good. This is good. He actually went for the upgrade to that ult. Interesting decision making there. And we managed to clean this up as well. Falstad, I don't really want you to run here. I don't think you're going to. Let me grab those doubloons then as well while we're at it. And did he actually get Abathur? No, he didn't get Abathur. I was gonna say, if Murky got Abathur, that would be pretty insane. I'm turning in after this. Very good. Let's give them to Blackheart, our favorite pirate. So currently it's only Abathur that's online. Which means that these are gonna go straight towards their core. I mean, this fort is gonna fall. The core is already under attack. Well, actually, I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa! He's right there! He's right there! Get him, cannonballs! The cannonball could have almost had him there. That would have been insane. Alright, sadly, we didn't get it. But, the idea is that counts, right? Okay. We could have potentially even finished off the game, to be honest. We should probably just turn in, to be honest. How many doubloons do we have? Yeah. We need one. We need one, boys. And we have enough for the victory. Core is at 81%. That is definitely enough. Okay. Here we go. The siege tank walking in here. And try and get the final engagement. I'll just move onwards here. I'll just start casting my ultimate. Just wait for my teammates to tune in. There's no reason for us to risk this. Just forcing them backwards. No reason for us to try and, you know, take any unnecessary risks. Because this will guarantee us the victory either way. So there is some desperate fighting going on right now from the opposing team. But in the end, they are fully aware of, like, this fight as well. The cannonballs are gonna start hitting away at as many of them as we can. And I'm gonna switch position. Just try and keep this damage up. Once again, that increased extra. Little bit of sustain. But we managed to squeeze out the victory. So I hope you enjoyed watching this game. If you haven't already, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, okay? And I'll see you in the next one.